Greetings of the day. In the last video lecture of Business Finance Second, we have discussed in detail about the syllabus and the university paper pattern of Business Finance. In this video, we will start with unit number 1, that is financial markets in India. Today's topic for our discussion in this lecture would be definition of financial market, significance of financial market, what are the objectives of financial market, and lastly, which are the functions to be performed by the financial markets. Before that, we will start with a brief introduction of financial markets in India. Indian financial market is one of the oldest in the world and is considered to be the fastest growing and best among the markets of emerging economy because India is one of the fastest growing developing economy. The history of Indian financial market or capital market can be seen 200s back at the end of the 18th century when the country was under the rule of East India Company. From there to today, there are in all today 21 regional security exchanges in India in addition to the centralized National Stock Exchange, that is NSE, and OTCEI, that is Over the Counter Exchange of India. With this, a remarkable feature of the growing of Indian economy in the recent year has been because of the role played by the security market in assisting and providing with the money to the economy or to the companies which are helpful for the growth of the economy. For regulating of the capital market in India, particularly a regulatory body known as SEBI, that is Securities and Exchange Board of India, was formed or came into existence in 1990s after the capital market has experienced some turbulences or some scams. And to strengthen all these things, government has came up with the existence of SEBI in Indian financial market. Now we will start with the definition of financial market. A financial market is a broad term describing any marketplace where trading of securities like shares, debentures, bonds, various currencies, derivatives occur. We can say that it is a central place where buyer and seller can come to purchase and sell their securities. It is a place where individuals are involved in any kind of financial transaction refers to financial market. It is a platform where buyers and sellers are involved in sale and purchase of financial product like shares, bonds, mutual funds, derivatives, bullion. Whatever the securities which are usually traded in financial market can all be traded in this market, as it is a common place for both buyer and seller where they can came up and have an financial transaction between them. Now we will move toward the significance of financial market. The very first significance of financial market is for the efficient allocation of resources, because financial market provides for efficient allocation of resources within the economy. Now we can see that there are organized and regulated stock exchanges in India. If it permits to purchase and sell, or what we can say buying and selling of any resources. For example, a company who wish to what we can say raise funds can go to the capital market, can sell their shares, whereas the person who are willing to purchase the share can came up there and purchase the same. That is why it is helpful for efficient allocation of resources. Second is platform to access capital. The financial market provides private as well as public sector companies or entities to access the capital. It is an hub where huge amount of capital is invested by the publics or various kind of banks, financial institutions or companies, which is again used by the what we can say company as a share capital for the purpose of carrying out their operation at a certain rate of cost of capital. Third thing is financial market provides participant. There are various participants in financial market, namely we can name them like stock agents, broker, investor, companies, financial institutions, what we can say central bank, non-banking financial companies, institutional investor, foreign investor, business firms, even though individual investors are also part of this financial market. And financial market provides and assurance to all these participants that they would be treated fairly and honestly, and they provide them a central place where what we can say they can go for the trading of their securities. Next significance, it provides employment. Various what we can say participants are dependent on this financial market for the purpose of what we can say employment, because they work in the financial industry, or by we can name them like stock agents, stock brokers, various financial executives, financial experts who provide their service to the financial market and undertook various decisions and operation in the market. And in this way it is significant for providing employment to thousands of individuals who work for the finance industry. Next point is it provides different financial product. uh, when we speak of financial product, it includes supply of credit, mortgage, then purchase sale of shares, insurance. All these things are sold in either primary or secondary market. What are primary and secondary market we would discuss in detail in the what we can say upcoming lectures, but for what we can say just clear having a clear understanding, primary market is the market where the securities are first of all listed or originated, and first of all it is available on the first time, it is available for the purpose of what we can say selling to the public. Whereas secondary market is where buyers and sellers usually resell their what we can say financial product. uh, it is one way or other issued to the public in the primary market. Once it is issued in the primary market, then it is always traded in secondary market. So these different products are provided in the financial market. Either we can say that it may be primary or secondary market. The most well-known secondary market is the stock exchange, as we all have heard about the Bombay Stock Exchange, that is BSE, which allows trading in company shares which have been issued in the past in the primary market. Lastly, we can say that in the next point we can say that it helps in generate growth of the economy. Financial markets are extremely important for the growth of the economy, because these financial markets are responsible for raising of the funds for the company, as well as company may be government companies, that is public sector, or private sector companies. All these companies usually go to the financial market for the purpose of raising of the funds, and that is why these companies are responsible for the growth of the economy, because they employ thousands of people. They usually have a big part in the GDP, and in this way financial market usually assist by providing credit and capital to the company, and thus in a whole the macro economy can be suffer if this market do not function effectively. Financial market usually in less developed economy failed for the growth of the economy, causing low level of investment and low growth rate. Because if financial market are not properly what we can say grown, the economy would suffer, as there would not be proper financials. And we all know that without finance a business is very difficult to run, or we, in other words, we can say that without finance we are not unable, we are not able to run the business. And that is why proper development of a country or proper growth of a country depends upon its financial market. Last point is it provides the liquidity. When we speak of liquidity, it means the availability of cash or converting our security into the cash. When we say about financial market, it means that we can easily convert our what we can say security in the financial market by going into the secondary market, by selling our stocks, bonds, currency, bullions, whatever we have as an our security, we can go to secondary market. We can, or what we can say debt market, or whatever this according to the security what we are holding, we can go to that particular market and we can easily sell our security, thus provide us the criteria of liquidity. We can easily raise the or we can easily convert that security into the cash. This was for the significance of financial market. Now we will move to the objectives of the financial market. What may be the possible objective, what may be the possible what we can say the reasons behind the what we can say existence of the financial market. The very first objective is to make allocation and mobilization of savings. We all know that whatever the investment anyone may do in their particular life is usually from their savings. So development of any financial market is dependent upon the allocation and mobilization of the saving through financial system, and it is only possible to mobilize saving at every part of economy only when we have a centralized place where people can came up and invest their saving in either form of security which they found fit for their objectives. So the very first objective of financial market is to allocate and mobilize all the savings which are in the economy, so that that saving could be invested in the market in the more proper what we can say productive use than putting it in the what we can say our cupboards or almirah. Second objective is to make provision of funds in order to for the development of the economy. Huge amount of fund is always needed through financial system, and by way of financial market these funds can be what we can say arranged or provision can be made. For example, if a company get listed it in the market, it is usually listed for the purpose of raising of the funds so that they could expand its operation or what we can say start its operation. And for that purpose we can say that there are various IPOs, that is initial public offer, which are coming up in the financial market. One can go and subscribe that IPO, and by way of IPO company usually raise the funds which are needed to them for the purpose of running successfully their operations. That is another objective. Second, next one is to facilitate financial transaction. There in a financial system all type of financial transactions or financial sectors are covered, like banking, insurance, finance, and all these type of sectors are usually responsible for all types of financial transactions which are facilitated in the financial system. Financial markets allow to facilitate all the financial transactions properly in one marketplace. Next thing is to make provision for legal financial what we can say framework. Through financial market it is possible to provide legal financial framework to the people so that they could discharge their what we can say they could discharge their functions properly. So these are provided this is the objective of the financial market. Next is to make provision for financial and advisory services. Again, in the financial market various kind of advisory services and financial services are also provided, which is quite necessary for any financial system. Last one is to reduce dependency for funds. Usually what happens that in the case of corporates they don't have any kind of dependency of fund, like they can go to capital market, they can even go to debt market, money market for the purpose of raising the fund, and this thing is provided by the financial market. They don't have to depend upon the loans or their own savings or their own funds. They can have the variety of options. They can what we can say diversify their capital structure. But as financial markets reduces the dependency on one source of funds, that is these are the objectives of the financial markets, particularly in India. Now lastly we would discuss about the functions of the financial market. The very first function of financial market is to facilitate distribution and development of the economic resource. This is the primary function of any financial system or financial market, to facilitate distribution and deployment of economic resources in certain or in uncertain environment. Through a proper financial perspective significant in the arrangement and development of financial market and products by deploying resource by deployment of the economic resources and distribution in a proper manner, better production or better productivity of the resources can be generated. This is the primary function of financial market. Second is transferring resources across time and space. It is an important and interesting function of financial market. It's is its ability to transfer resources across space and time. There are intermediaries like banks involved in the financing corporate investment and housing, insurance companies in financial financing corporate investment and paying retirement annuities and mutual fund. So they usually transfer the resources according to the across the time and space. Next thing is the pooling resources and subdividing shares. The mechanism of pooling of funds in a financial system is done so that it could undertake large scale enterprise by subdividing its shares to a larger amounts of economy. And we can see that usually a company can come in and financial market. They can came up with a small division known as shares, and they can sell their shares in the market for the fixed amount of capital, face value of the share. And by this thing, what we can say, they can pool all the resources for the purpose. This is the another function of financial market, where they can bring together buyer and seller at one place for the purpose of what we can say pooling of resources. Next thing is the clearing and settlement of payments. uh, when we in order to give for the clearing and payment of settlement is an important function of any financial system. The set of institutional arrangement for accomplishing this task is collectively known as payment system. Banks and other depository financial intermediaries fulfill this function through what we can say checking accounts, credit cards, wire transfer. There are various kind of new facilities are coming for the purpose of clearing and settlement of the payment. We can see that this is another function of the financial market to settle the payment of the transactions which are occur in a marketplace. Next thing is the management of the risk, that is managing the risk. A well-developed financial market provides a way to handle also uncertainty and risk. When there is an uncertainty, there is again involvement of the risk, which is that is why there is need of an efficient development of the financial market. Financial market facilitate the efficient allocation of resources in such a way that risk bearing would be divided and it would be reduced to the minimum. Through private sector and government intermediaries, the financial market provides risk pooling and risk sharing opportunities for both household and business firm. By this way, the risk is reduced to the minimum for both the parties. Next thing is it provides information with regard to the price information, which is an important what we can say information for anyone for making purchase and sale. It helps to coordinate decentralized decision making in various sectors of the economy. Without information, we are not able to what we can say make and purchase or sale of a, or we can not be able to do any kind of transaction by way of it is the function of financial market to provide its information to all the parties or intermediaries properly, so that this information would be used for the decision making. For example, interest rate and security prices are the information used by the household or the agents or the brokers in making what we can say decisions and choosing the portfolio allocation of their wealth. And similar kind of information is used to be floated in the security market or financial market. Lastly, dealing with the incentive problems. When one party to the financial transaction has information which other party does not have, or the agent or another one does not have, the financial system could have an incentive problem to this. And a well developed and properly functioned financial market usually what we can minimizes these incentive problems, so that they could avoid any kind of difficulty and cost. Usually these frictions may have variety of things. It could have various kind of moral hazards or adverse effect, or it may be due to information asymmetries in the market. But a proper and good developed, properly functioning financial market usually try to provide information properly to the all parties in the market, and try to reduce the incentive problems to minimum. This was it for this lecture. In the next lecture we will start with the types or classification of financial market. Until then, stay tuned. Thank you.